shouldn't really be having too much sex if your money's not together. Get your pockets straight. And it's not because you need money to bag a woman, it's because you need confidence. And broke men are not confident.
Okay, let's stop right there. What's good, what's poppin', what it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton, the son, Mr. Boogie, all here to another episode of Funky Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise, I really do promise, to give good content for the masses, but most of all, I just promise to keep it funky. Now, this may have been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years in the making, but at this particular point, who's keeping count? The fact is that I'm here, she's here, and we ready to lay it all out there. And I promise you, this will be something that you do not want to miss because I'm genuinely interested in having this high-level conversation. Now, this person you may have seen on social media. She's a socialite. She's a person that's into beauty. She's a person that's also into fitness. And when I mean fitness, almost on a guru level. Like, as she said, the consistency is queen. I present to some and introduce to others Mrs. Cristina Mackey.
Thank you.
How you doing, queen?
I'm so good. How are you?
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. This has been 3 years, 2 years in the making, but who's counting?
Is you ready, though?
I'm super ready. Are you ready?
I think so.
I wouldn't think. I would know.
Because, you know, every time I sit across from a person, I think I'm ready for the willingness to allow them to take this conversation wherever they want to.
Absolutely.
Now, I got questions, but I think
I do too. I do too. I got a couple questions for you.
Well, say less. Say less. Well, my first question is this.
All right.
Where did you come from? Like, I think for the masses, we seen you thrusted on this scene of social media influencer, heavily in the fitness space, dropping gems, dropping, you know what I'm saying, empowerment for not just women, but just, you know, the human instincts. And I'm like, hold on, who is she? Where did she come from? So that's my question.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it back for you a little,
Please.
just to give you a quick rundown. I graduated high school and started college when I was 16 years old. So from the day that Instagram was released in like 2012, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe before that, I've been on Instagram, right? Fitness has been my first job. One of my first jobs was 24-hour fitness. I was either 14 or 15, and I lied about my age to start that job. So fitness has always been a priority for me. So I come from Colorado, born and raised in Aurora, Colorado. And I, like I said, went to college at 16. I was a full-time student. I did a year and a half in college, and then I was casted randomly from emails to do a Chris Brown video. There was 188 women hired, and I was hired as the lead. So when that happened, it unlocked something instantaneously for me that I'm bigger than, with all due respect to my city, but I'm bigger than Colorado. We don't see Rolls Royces. We don't see success on a monumental level in the city that I'm from. You know, there's like people that have wealth, but you don't think it's attainable because it's not in your reach.
Right.
When I went to LA and I was 16 years old on set with all grown women and I was hired as the lead, I was like, oh, I could have anything in this world that I want. So I went home. At this time, I'm living by myself, by the way. I have an apartment at 16 years old in college. So I went home. I dropped out of college. The same, like next, maybe 3 days later. I was like, hey guys, I'm done. And they were like, what happened? Like, what's going on? So ended up getting rid of the apartment. I was living with a girl. I was whatever. So worked at 24-hour fitness, a few more at a juice bar. This is an important detail. At a juice bar in 24-hour fitness. So I would always work out after work or before. And I knew that I'm a Virgo. It's a notable mention. I am vain, right? So this is how fitness is so big for me. I was like, the better I look, the better chances I have to keep getting those cool jobs that I had, right? And I was fully clothed. It was an awesome video. So I kept working out, and I'm 16 years old with like abs, 17 years old abs, arms, biceps, quads. So I just realized that was a very important thing, and that's why I got that job. So I moved from Colorado to LA. I was living in my car, and I met these twin vibes, shout out to twin vibes, and one of them is actually my manager now. We've been knowing each other 16 years. And I would sleep in my car some days, I would spend the night at their house some days. But between all this, I'm working out. It's been my foundation for almost 2 decades. So that's where I come from. I come from Colorado, and I come from a background of fitness. It was one of my first jobs, being in the gym.
Take me through let's put a microscope to the Colorado situation.
Sure.
Did you grow up in a household with both parents?
No.
One parent?
Yes.
Which was mom? Mother. Okay. Did you have a relationship with your father?
I'd say no. And I know that's probably gonna hurt for him, but I can't tell a story that protects other people. I have to tell a story that I sat in from my point of view.
Okay.
No.
I think we had a great conversation, me and your team, as well as with you off camera, that I want to do the due diligence and the service to really give you the platform and the canvas to allow you to paint for yourself.
Okay.
Right? As you were growing up in Colorado, right? What would you say the most influential male was in your development into a woman?
Thomas Matthews, that's my grandfather, rest in peace. That was a man that was not a man of a lot of words, but was a man that never told me no. My grandfather never told me no. It was either no, I'm not saying nothing, and I'm gonna figure out how I can make it happen. And it's not in a spoiled brat way. It was in a way that, like, I'm the man in your life. The things that you need, even if they're peculiar as a child, I should make that happen. That was a man to me. Rest in peace to my grandfather. But so that was the only male figure. And as I get older, and as I dissect my relationships, and as I write my music, I realize that was the only man in my life, my grandfather.
Did you yearn for a male presence?
I didn't know it at the time, because you don't know what you need when you don't have it, because you're not familiar with it.
Okay.
It's like a color you've never heard of, mellow yellow. What is that? We just know yellow, right? But when you meet it, it's like, oh, I needed this. Where was this? To answer your question, no, I didn't yearn for it. I just, as I became a woman, I understood that that's a very necessary figure in your life.
Yeah, because as you were talking about, I would say the professional aspect of just your development into who you are, or what we may see, using that experience with Chris Brown as a vixen, and realizing like, yo, we don't see Rolls Royces, we don't see Ferraris, Maseratis, Maybachs, but you seeing that made it obtainable for what you can have.
Immediately.
You see what I'm saying? So with that, I think a lot of times individuals are only limited to what they see, but they may also be delusional with what that expectation comes with. So as we kind of go back a little bit and talk about just the personal element of, Christina, who was the person? Was it a relationship? What was it an experience that you may have said to yourself like, yo, I want this. This is what I desire personally in a way, and I'm not settling for anything less than that.
Two-part question, or two-part answer.
It's a very loaded question.
Yeah.
But take your time.
So the God in me, it's not an experience. It's not a man. It's not a family member. They didn't ever chase their dreams and achieve them. And that hurts to say, I know it does, but you have to be honest about where you're coming from. I did not see people chasing their dreams and pursuing it full force without accepting no. Like, I don't accept a no. You can't tell me no. Your no is not, what is it? Rejection is God's redirection. No. I can't say that it was an experience, a man, or a family member. No. Second part is books, because I feel that when I read, I gain knowledge, and I know that I can have anything I want. So that's the God in me. And they always make jokes, like some of my circle makes jokes about like, you have Kanye complex. And I'm like, yeah, I do, because not in a way that I'll hurt people or I'll be manipulative or anything like that. I try to protect the people around me, but I understand that if I don't prioritize myself, I can't be for you what you need. And I know that I'm gonna be the one to break the cycles. I'm gonna be the one to clear the way for a healthy generation. So with that being said, it's me. I deserve the credit for that. I really do. I believe in myself with no hesitation, no doubt. I know what I deserve. So what made me, it wasn't just the Chris Brown situation. That opened my eyes. Like we said, the color you don't know, it showed me a color I didn't know. It was funny, my dream car was a Chrysler 300, but it wasn't. It was a Chrysler 300, but like it wasn't though. I wanted the Cullinan, I just didn't know what the Cullinan was, right? And then you get in the Cullinan and it's like, oh, it's comfy. So it's like, it's just when you realize that they're no different than me. Those stars of the world are the people that they look up to on Instagram, or the Cam Newtons of football, and they're no different. It's all about hard work, and it's about not accepting a no. That's it.
I like that. And there's so much that we're going to tackle, no pun intended, in this conversation. But what people do not understand or know about you, you graduated college and high school with honors. And 2 degrees and an album dropped all in the same day.
That is true.
Like, well, we know gossip sells way more than
success, victories.
But graduating with honors, what was the degree and what did you study?
Kinesiology, which is the body.
The study of the body.
Yeah,
correct.
which is Mackey body. That's my brand that you spoke so beautifully about. Thank you. And then communication, which is what I love to do. I love to discuss people. We talked a little bit about this. I love to discuss people. I love to analyze relationships. And I love to make observations and move in the light of forward thinking. And I think that requires understanding people's body language, and it understand like cues and just, certain tones. And when you're losing somebody in a conversation, you need to sit up and you need to lean forward and you need to kind of engage and make sure you're saying a person's name while you speak to them. Right, Cam? Just to get them back engaged. So learning those things made me a better, A, woman for myself, and then B, communicator. Right, Cam?
Let's go on and go. Let's go on and crank this. What's your observation about me? Since you articulated that so well, I just want to.
My blind observation of you on arrival was, you said the word earlier, misogynistic. That I would have never put that on you. I didn't get that. And I've seen the interviews and I've seen why the clips could have given that. I didn't receive that. I know that you're very intelligent and a bit misunderstood. I think that it's not clear, but I don't think that you're trying to clear it up. And I think that says a lot about your confidence. Like, not trying to clear up a mess is confident to me. It's like, if that's where you want to stand, if you want to stand in a pile of shit, stand there and smell that. But I don't need to come over there and pick the shit up off your shoe to make you realize, like, that's you. That's a you thing. And I think you're very aware of that. So, but misogynistic, I wouldn't personally.
The reality is this, though. There's been descriptions of me, whether in media, whether with brand affiliation, that I always take the time to clear up. Because me having daughters, me loving women, me having a very strong woman in my life, a woman who was in my life that was, very impactful, my grandmother, they raised me and are real life examples of how to treat and what to expect from a woman. I think nowadays, keeping that in mind, it's not necessarily what I've learned most is it's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it. In a very sensitive environment that we are living in, or a sensitive society. And I take opportunities like this to speak with very attractive, very successful, very out there, women to take this time to be like, yo, like, I do care.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Do you think that women are allowed to speak on male masculinity. Do you find that appropriate?
I believe you could talk about really whatever you want, but understand it may not be your lane.
So, can I?
Go.
I feel that I understand that, and I feel that a woman should never try to define a man's masculinity or, even describe it. But as a woman who experiences a man and as a woman who feels I've said this before, if I feel unseen and if I feel unheard and if I feel misunderstood by a man, whether it's a man that I'm engaging with or just out in general, I feel that I can't teach you how to be a leader because that's your responsibility as a man. That's the masculinity that you're asking me not to speak on. But as a woman, I'm able to teach you that when you commit and when you're consistent, you open a woman's heart. You get softness from a woman. I can teach you that. And so that's not me defining masculinity, but that's me teaching you what would make me more feminine, which would bring out more of your masculinity. I always get the comment like, why are you talking about a man's masculinity? And I'm just like, I feel I'm the woman experiencing the masculinity. Unless you're into men, which is okay too, but that's not my lane. As a woman experiencing a masculine man, I have to speak about your masculinity because I'm the one that's getting affected by the lack thereof, right? Not you specifically, but anyone, right? If you're consistent, you're opening my heart. If you're thorough, if you're solving problems in my life, I'm soft, I'm relaxed, I trust you. I wanna be with you, I wanna shut up because I know that you're gonna take care of it. But I can't do that if you're not firm in your masculinity.
Do you feel misunderstood?
No.
What's the biggest misconception that you or your team may have brought to your attention that you were like, that's not me?
Two-part, narcissism, that I'm a narcissist, but I am. So it's like a misconception because you're using narcissist in a negative connotation. I am a narcissist. I do put myself first. The problem with that is where there's one, there's two. I can be that without being a person that's spiteful, manipulative, and harmful. I don't engage in situations that hurt me or that hurt another person. I don't lead men on to believe that I'm gonna be your woman if I know you're not my man. But the other side could be true too, where I put myself first, where I'm self-centered, where I care more about me in the situation than I can you because you would do the same thing. If it's gonna hurt me, I can't be with you. And they'll, you're self-centered, you only put yourself first. I wouldn't have got 2 degrees on the same day and dropped an album if I didn't put myself first.
Yeah, but do you understand the questions that lie after a statement like that is made?
Like what specifically?
You being a narcissist in a situation that you're openly speaking about, but also realizing like, how you gonna be a narcissist and cater to an alpha man?
Both things can be true.
Okay,
because
explain.
if the alpha man, which we all love, and you're the top of the food chain if you're an alpha man. But if you're an alpha man who caters to his woman, so if you can't be an alpha man if your woman is lacking in a lot of areas, right? And I do believe 2 people have to come together whole in order to be one, but it's always that thing. You can be at 80% today and I'm at 20 and or whatever. It's always that thing, right? But I believe a man settles your spirit. I believe a man anchors your heart. I believe when you're frantic and when you're dramatic and when you're emotional and when you're on your period and you're expressing and feeling all these just girly things. I get to blame it on being a woman because it's true. There's things you can't say and use as the same excuse, and there's things that a man can do that a woman cannot. But what I can tell you is women are all over the place with their emotions sometimes. And when a man grounds you, and when he says what's the problem? I laugh almost at myself like, I'm ridiculous. Why was I just upset about that? Because when you have a man who's really content and he knows who he is and he knows his power, I'm stressing about things that it's men problems in my head. Why am I thinking about, I gotta pay this, I gotta do this, I gotta do all these things. When a man comes in your life and he's like, I got you, relax, settle down.
Okay.
I can be more feminine.
Right there,
Right.
where you at, when a man says, relax.
It's I got you first. Don't tell me relax
I
first.
got you.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
In sequence. Not the one before the other.
Yeah.
It's boom.
Yeah.
At what time or what tier of the relationship should that be
Implemented?
Implemented. Yeah.
Immediately.
What?
Immediately. I mean,
What?
you want to have sex with me immediately? Immediately.
So you meet a guy at the juice bar.
Immediately.
He says, stop. Relax.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna start. Okay, I got.
But he wouldn't have a reason upon arrival to say, stop, relax. I'm not just, oh, my life. I'm not just, spilling all my beans day one. I'm saying within the first couple weeks of us rendezvousing or whatever it is that we may be doing, I need you to be like, what's going on with you? That is that line that got me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's the line that got me. What's going on with you? What's going good? What's going bad? Let's talk about it. Because when a man really wants to know you, it's not just, oh, let's come hang out. Let's go see a movie. I don't have time for this. Do you know the stress on my plate? Ask me what I'm dealing with. Ask me, where can I relieve a little stress off of you? Do you know how that turns me on? How can I release some stress from you?
Okay, of course it turns you on because it takes something from you doing. Meaning, nothing about being broke turns a person on. Like, it's just straight up. So, I guess the question is, when you say, I got you, can you put a microscope to that and like really explain what does the I got you mean? Is that bills? Is that allowance?
Understood. To clarify, not to cut you off. Did you want to keep going?
Ahead.
I'm sorry. So it doesn't just mean come into my life and ask me, what does it cost to be Cristina Mackey for this month?
Because that's what it's given.
No,
Okay.
that's what it should not give that.
All right.
It should give, I want to spend a little time with you this month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that you're working, especially a woman like me, you can see the work. You can follow me and see that, okay, this obviously something got done because look at the progress. You can see it. You can see it sometimes you can't. Sometimes somebody's not interested in social media. We talked about this, I take it very serious, right? Social media is a huge pathway to revenue, and I think that more people should use it as a business card versus just a way to be sexy on Instagram. That's another topic. A man would come into your life, and if you want me to fly out with you, if you want me to spend some time with you, if you want me to just cater to your energy, you want me to come just be around you, which a lot of men do. They just want you to be around. It's very important that hey, I'm taking you away from this. How can I help you in this, right? And let's bring it down a notch for the people that aren't experienced a relationship at that level yet, because maybe they're, just not at that level. You got to call it a spade, right? Mm-hmm. They're having little broke relationships. I don't know. This
is where I would help you and just be like,
no, I know that's
fair. I can hear the comments now.
I'm a Virgo.
That's cool. And I don't want to
I'm a Virgo.
Damn that Virgo in you.
It is what it is.
Hey, say less. Go ahead.
If you are struggling in your
brokey.
life, you said it.
Okay.
But you were thinking and you were supposed to say that back.
No, I was just saying, if you want to identify it as being a brokey, cool.
I didn't say them words, though.
You
said that,
it.
But I was explaining it. But what I was going to say was, I believe as a woman, and this is what I teach in my book, right? It's Jim Over Him. We're working on the release. As a woman, you should not be having sexual relationships if you don't have your hobbies, your passions, and your goals in line. I'm not saying you don't deserve to have fun as a young woman. I'm not saying hold yourself back until marriage has paired. No, I'm saying chill out. Stop dating right now. Lock in. I'm saying make a week's worth of content. You guys are so eager, and I've been this woman, therefore I can speak on it. So eager to lay up under a man and just spend time with him and just kind of crave and desire a relationship so bad that you lose sight of your goals and your hobbies and who you said you wanted to become since you were a little girl, or even revamped as you became a grown woman. Don't let that man let you just be his sex doll. Like, you can't just lay up and have sex. I believe that when you're moving towards something, that's when you can kind of, if you have somebody coming in and he's moving towards something too, but two people laid up all day, you wouldn't believe how much that it's happening right now. As this episode is going on, two people are laid up watching this and they didn't do shit today. Yeah, you. So it's like, tap in, you know what I'm saying? Get up, clean up your room, clean up your space. You cannot manifest in a dirty environment. People don't understand why their manifestations don't work, and then somebody like me comes along and I manifested 10 things today, right? They don't understand how that works, but my car is clean, my environment's clean, there's space for energy to flow. But when you don't appreciate your car, your trunk looks like this, and God blessed you with this car, somebody would beg to be in your position, but your car is dirty. How are you manifesting a new car and look at your current car, right? How are you manifesting a new crib, look at your current crib? How are you manifesting a healthier relationship when you don't even have a healthy relationship with your body? The number one vehicle in the world is that this is what God gave you to navigate earth, and your ass ain't been at the gym all 2025, 24, 23, 22, right? So I believe that if a man is gonna come into my life and take my energy, because that's what niggas do, they take your energy, excuse my language, Lord, but they take your energy. And if you're gonna do that, that's okay. But have an offering, right? And I know that you can't probably offer me monogamy, Cam. I wanna get into that with you, but I know you probably can't offer me monogamy, but
keep going.
I know you can't probably offer me monogamy, but at least offer me a little bit of peace of mind. And peace of mind for me is like having a little less off my plate.
I guess I was gonna say this for later, but are you dating right now?
I'm not.
Okay. What are you looking for when you date?
I always make a joke. I won't do it right now. I'll be serious.
You haven't been?
Looking for dating?
No, you haven't been serious.
This whole time?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I was gonna make a joke in that moment about like a guy, he's like 2 foot by 2 foot, he's black, heavy metal, but you gotta get it to get it. Anyways, what I want is a man that sees my vision, sees my goals, and he doesn't, like I met a guy yesterday, we were at dinner, and I met a guy and he's like, you are my dream girl. I followed you, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, how am I your dream girl when you've done nothing to kind of even put that out there? Like you followed me, you unfollowed me because I didn't follow you back. You've done nothing to put that out there. I want you to be okay with who I am and know where I'm going and not, guys are like, oh, I know I can't afford you. What are you saying to me right now? You can't afford me? That's what he said to me last night. I swear to God, I asked my whole team. He's like, I know I can't afford you, but you're my dream girl. Why wouldn't you step your shit up? Because I'm not closed off. Like, step your shit up. But, you know, maybe I'm asking for too much. Step your shit up.
Okay. It's so much that I want to say.
Are you dating?
Am I dating?
Yeah.
No.
You're single?
No. I'm happily in a relationship.
Are you married?
No.
If you're happily in a relationship, why are you not married?
Because marriage is not the ultimate goal for me.
Okay, and what is...
Happiness is.
But you have happiness.
Yes.
So is your partner's goal marriage?
Hold on. Pause that right there.
Okay.
Because I think this is what people don't realize and
Okay.
understand. You can have one without the other, but yet people try to put the one on the other.
No, I agree with that.
So...
I don't believe marriage solidifies your relationship or your happiness.
It doesn't.
But is marriage on your partner's heart?
Yeah, we talk about it. We have that intimate conversation, but we are extremely confident in each other.
So you're happy and waiting on what?
It's not waiting on nothing. See, this is where people try to weaponize my relationship.
Right.
Like, my relationship is my relationship.
Absolutely.
I think people need to social distance themselves with the understanding like, yo, I'm happy.
Right.
She's happy from what I know. And I always find peace and solitude in this. I always cite the source. Meaning, if you do comment, baby, my boy, I'm going to simply go on your profile and by your profile picture in that little circle, I'm going to say, you're not a person that I respect enough to take your critique because you're not a person that I would take advice from. So it's easy for you to speak on something, but to answer your question, I'm in a happy relationship and thriving.
Can I ask what makes a woman worthy of your last name in your eyes?
It's not necessarily that though. I think...
I'm not saying specifically...
Marriage. I think I'm very clear with the focus being happy. Okay. And that's a verb. That's not a noun. That's not a person, place, or a thing. A verb is an action, a constant action. For me, I think what really drew me to her was her having motion. That's not to say that the woman that was in my life prior to didn't have motion, but also her willingness to understand my motion. Now, when a man has vision, that comes first, and understanding that sometimes I may not ask you the question of how you doing, because I'm making sure that I'm doing something. Now, as a provider, providing provision in the most subtle but impactful way, I may not give you just because gifts, but if you need a car, if you need tires, if you need, certain things that will get you to your destination, that's who the men were in my life that I looked up to, my father, and brothers and family members. So I think it's extremely important for people to understand, what do you want? Because Cinderella's shoe was fit for who?
Her.
Not Margaret,
Right.
not Keisha,
Right.
not
Keisha?
Samantha.
Yeah.
Cinderella's shoe was meant for Cinderella. Right. My shoe
meant for you.
is meant for me, and my shoe is built off and standing on happiness. And as long as we are good, we don't dabble. And I made that abundantly clear early on. Like, baby, we're not doing that. There's some things that I had to unlearn and learn about her to make her operate at a high level. And there's some things that she learned willingly to make me operate at a high level. But when people start giving their opinions, 2 cent, baby, can't even get nothing at a cashier. So you could keep that around here.
Okay, clear.
Feel me?
Clear.
But yeah, I think a lot of times, especially for people that's dating, understand 2 things can be true, not one thing. A man can want you, but also have motion. When a man is pursuing a woman, what's more important, the motion or the woman? Hopefully, the woman will see his motion and realize, like, yo, I really respect what he doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And inserting herself to ask the questions like, yo, like, what do I need to, like, I'm trying to do this. I think oftentimes in relationships, sex is the foundation. And that's,
Or attraction. even.
attraction is
Yeah.
the foundation. That's not something that I've seen in my 36 years of living that is a solid foundation. That comes and goes. It's like ebbs and flows. Anybody in a long-term relationship will tell you that it's like, yo, like there's times where we like rabbits. And then there's times when we're just like penguins. you know what I'm saying?
I don't know how much of, okay, yeah.
But it's just like,
Good
yo, like
analogy.
I just want, goldfish.
Yeah.
I just want my space.
Right.
But I want you too
Right.
in my space.
Yeah, I want you to, yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm only speaking about me. I needed to work on verbalizing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I love that. That's really important. I just want to throw this in there because the best relationship I had, I hope you see this interview, but the best relationship I had was with a guy who, he flew me out and we were dating for a few months and he said, I want you here, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out. If you want the keys, here. If you need a card, here. It's here. But I just want you in the home. I just want to know that you're close, that you're here. I want to know where you are. He's like, if that's something you could do for a couple of days, come spend some time with me. But he's like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, I really love
Every
that.
man to a degree
Yeah.
has this in them, but they don't know how to say it.
He
And I'm going
said
to give
it.
you, and I'm about to tell you
Yeah.
what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Every man wants to be by themselves, but they don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Let's keep it real. Everybody's carrying something. Pressure to perform, to provide, and to keep smiling through it all. But you can't keep that bottled up. That weight gets heavier if you never let it out. Therapy isn't just for when you hit rock bottom. It can help you build better habits, set boundaries, deal with stress, or just understand yourself a little better. BetterHelp makes it easy to start. It's entirely online, designed to fit into your schedule. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/funky today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/funky.
Yeah.
Stay with me now.
I love that.
And there's times where, especially in the dating phase, that can make or break a relationship.
Yeah.
It's like, baby, we just went out last night. Like, I'm not that guy. Like, Chinese food ain't never taste so good paired with a Netflix or a Hulu or HBO or a Peacock. Like, no, that ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think
But
that's,
if more men knew how to vocalize it,
that's the thing, though.
because he said it to me just as I put it, right there. And I was just like, I'm on the flight. Like, I can't wait to get there. And I sat there and I was on my computer doing schoolwork.
Do you think men take you serious in the workout fitness space? What I mean by that is, like, do you work out men? Like, who's your audience that you kind of pander to, or like would say, like, this is the people who this is my clientele? Predominantly
women and predominantly older women. I'm older than me, not old women, but older than me, women. And I don't feel that men don't or do take me serious in that space. I do notice a trend of like men that are very attracted to me messaging me about that or railing me in with that. Like, oh, I own a gym. All of a sudden, like, whatever. And then, or something like that. So that has occurred in my life. But that's not even something that theory lives in the corner of a universe that I don't visit. Like, I couldn't care less what a man thinks about my career. I have a degree in the field that I work in. I have an app. I have my own app.
Yeah.
Mackey Body is an app you can get on any app store. I've put my time in. I've been working out for, like I said, since I was 16. And so.
But the reason why I ask that is, when I look at the fitness space, it's heavily dominated by men.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
But in Miami, it's dominated by really successful women. Like one of the most, I forgot her name, and I hate that I forgot her name because she's a Latin, but she is one of the most successful women in the fitness industry. She's a mogul in fitness, and they put respect on her name. So in Miami, in my environment, I can't look at the whole world, but it is that's a man's sport. It's a man's thing. Women they have pictures, the most misogynistic thing. Talk about misogyny. At one of the gyms in Miami, you walk in, it's like Marilyn Monroe, but she's in this hot bra and like these heels, and she's like lifting in the girls' bathroom. It's like I'm like, ugh, cut me up and put me on there. Like, what are you doing? You know? So it's that men think of women working out as like, I'm just trying to be dainty and cute. No, I'm really squatting 225. Like, please. So I don't think about what men think about me in my space. I know I'm successful. I have credentials to prove it. And that was the reason why I went to school. I did not go to school because I needed to learn anything extra. Yeah. That was the bonus. I did it because I knew that if I was going to be respected on spaces like this that you've created, I had to have credentials, because a man can sit right here and be like, oh, I have a business and you believe everything he says. But if a woman says it, it's like, well, where's the paperwork? Yeah. So I went and got the paperwork.
And that's admirable. But I guess what I'm trying to say in layman's terms is, do you feel like you're boxed in for your looks in order for, because you are very attractive.
Thank you.
Are a woman that has, like I said, body goals. And I also know from the business side, you have to pander to your audience, but also understand what comes with your look.
Yeah, it's a benefit. Honestly, it's a benefit, because I'm going to use it to get your attention, and then you're going to buy my product and you're going to see it really works. Or I'm going to, I definitely play with the vision of my beauty. Like, God bless me. So I'm on Instagram. Hey guys, follow me. I'm playing with it for sure. Like, I'm not stupid. I know how to get the views. My videos do 9 million sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at 500,000 views. So that's a great return rate. But no, I do understand what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. That is what it is. Yeah. But that's just not a corner of the universe I acknowledge.
Going back to Colorado real quick, like, was there a coach, was there a manager, was there a person that you've identified, directly or indirectly, that you were like, that's goals? Was it the consistency of you seeing a person work out? And who was that person that really pushed you to becoming the person that we see today?
I could throw Tiana Taylor in there, because she's been fine forever.
No, for sure.
Tiana Taylor, I'll say that. And I wouldn't even say that I was like, ooh, I'm trying to get like this. It wasn't that. But it was like, when you are working out, you are thinking about that someone. And I will say, like, the first name that popped in my head with no hesitation, with no cloud, was Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
So I won't say that there was a fitness guru. I won't say that. I will say that it was the reward of getting that. It was the reward of being considered the lead in that video. I know that's peculiar, but just 188 women, or it was 166 women, and I was the lead. This man had 166 beautiful women in one place. Yeah. And these women had boobs and butt and like everything. And I'm 16 and they hired me as the lead to sit on the chair. I was like, that was my fitness thing. Cause I was like, I know that's because of my body.
That was your aha.
That was my boom. So it was really me. I'm giving me all the credit. Yeah. It was really me. But when you said that, when you asked that question, Tiana Taylor's name appeared. So I'll say her, cause she's been fine I don't ever remember a time where Tiana wasn't fine.
Facts. Shout out to Tiana.
Shout out to Miss Tiana. She's a legend.
She's what we call, not just her, but there's figures in the world that's timeless fine.
She's timeless.
Right.
She's timeless. Yeah.
Sure. So. Respectfully. This is also an interesting question. What was, or have there ever been a time you didn't feel confident in your body? Or you? Mm-mm. Really? Mm-mm. Are you being serious or is that? Mm-mm. Okay. Because.
Just being honest, no.
When we're talking about body goals, right? And I really wanted to be specific with this. We've seen so many different eras.
Stages,
of what we consider body goals. Now stay with me here. Okay. We've seen a boob era, right? Heavily led by Baywatch's star, Pamela Anderson. Yes. This is circa 1990s, early 2000s. Then here comes along, and I may be missing or skipping some, but this is what I've identified it to be. There was a BBL era, right? The Kim K body prototype, Nicki Minaj. This was 2010s to early 2020s. Then here comes lipo. Lipo is, surged and came on the scene around the 90s, the 2000s. Hey, put a little boat, right there, a lip, and boom, right there. All right, cool, boom. And then here comes 2022, where we're in a phase of less is more and the Ozempic era, where nice and petite, not all the assy, we just want the classy. Even if you already had the assy, let's subtract and divide that amongst the other body. You know what I mean? So with those different eras, as you were shaping and sculpting your body, did you ever realize or kind of say like, yo, I need to...
I wrote a song called Ran Through in, I want to say 2020 maybe. I don't remember. But I wrote a song called Ran Through on a project called Believe That. And it was you went and got, I don't remember the lyrics specifically, but it was, she went missing from the gram, her new titties grew in. That's the type of shit you like, man, I fucking knew it. So I was very angry because the guy that I was with, he was very encouraging of my body, slim, little bit of legs, small. Like he was very encouraging of my body, but then would cheat on me with the Instagram BBL girls, right? Like that aesthetic. And I think I was, as a grown woman now, I'm able to say, in writing that song, I felt jealousy. I felt a little bit of envy because
that's a female trait, though.
Yeah, she had titties and she had booty, and I felt jealousy, and I couldn't explain what that is now. But as a grown woman today, I realized maybe I wanted that same attention from my man. I wanted that, but like you said earlier, two things can be true. I felt very confident because he used to always be like, don't do nothing, just keep working out, don't do nothing. Because I was smaller. I've gained weight. I'm approaching 30, so I've gained weight, but I felt jealousy sometimes, yes, but in that same, do
you still feel jealousy?
No. I feel like there's no.
So a girl that may coming to the gym,
I feel
living in the era of BBL,
Yeah.
or living in the era of the boob era.
Yeah, okay.
Or I mean, lipo.
Right. Ozempic? Stick and poke?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't look at them on some,
Need that?
or what is that?
What is that all the time?
Okay.
I'm a Virgo. I'm very judgmental. What do you do?
You and me both.
What are you doing?
Judge Joe Brown, Judge Mathis.
Yeah.
Where's the gavel? I'll treat the gavel like the hammer.
As I've gotten older, I've realized I don't need to express every negative thought I think. I'm allowed to think them though.
Yeah.
You can't crucify me for things that popped in my head that I had no control over.
Okay.
When I saw you, I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you look like that? But I don't need to say that. I used to say it.
Okay.
I'm an adult. I don't need to say everything I think. But no, when I'm jealous of a woman or when I'm envious of a woman,
Okay.
it's like this girl, what's her name? Boom. She goes to a gym in envious meaning, not like
Respect, appreciation.
Not like fist,
No,
appreciation.
appreciation,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that. So her quads, she's a dog. She's got dog quads. And I'm like, I'm not working hard enough. I gotta do a little bit better. Hold on, I gotta show up a couple more days a week now, cause she look good. I told her a million times. Shout out to Boom, I follow her, but she's dope. I don't even know her that well. I see her in passing. So that, I'm like, whoa. Or when I see a girl put 445s on, I'm like, oh shit, I might have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that makes me feel a little something, but why would I be jealous? You walked in full surgery like that. I'm not jealous of that. If that's what you like for you, hats off to you, clap with you. I can have a drink with you. I can laugh with you. I can be in the same space as you. I don't have to judge you out loud. I'm judging you in my head.
We went forward to kind of go back a little bit. Now let's talk about your man who wanted that, right?
Okay.
Do you understand? I think I speak for a lot of men that will admit to saying we will sleep with that, but we don't really want to be with that.
He's with that right now, though. He's been with that for maybe 2 years in a relationship. Yeah, we were together like 6 years, and he's been with her 2 years maybe, and shout out to them, healthy relationship, but he's with that right now.
But just in general, not specific to him.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying specific.
No,
Okay.
because there's guys that will say like, yo, I would sleep with that, but I don't necessarily want to be with that.
I think that's filthy. Why would you sleep in that, and if you're judging it, you're like, ew, I don't want to be with her, but I want to put my dick in it. What are you doing? Like, have more respect for yourself. Like, why? If you wouldn't want to be with her, you shouldn't want to put your pee-pee in her.
Okay.
Yeah?
I like where you at.
Okay.
Now, understand this. If you won't take money from that guy and you don't see yourself being with that guy.
I don't do that.
But why would you even go out on a date with that guy?
That's panhandling. I don't do that.
No. But you're speaking in specifics.
Okay.
I don't want you to feel attacked or
No, I don't.
like I'm speaking directly to you.
No, freely.
I'm speaking as a comparable, right? Because men do have that narrative of like, yo, why would you sleep with that if you don't want to be with that? But I'm saying from the man's perspective, it's like, yo, look at you. Look at him. The only thing that he can offer you is money. Okay, he may have a lot of it. And he may teach you a thing or two. But let's go about it like this. And we can do the same thing.
Okay.
Strip him from that money, strip him from that chain, strip her from that surgery, strip her from those gains or whatever. Will you still think that that person is on the same type of level, right? Or would you give that person the time of day? And that's really what the comparable is. And I'm not, like I say, I will say this is not directed at no one specifically, but just the sake of conversation.
Understood. Loud and clear. That's a corner of the universe that I don't like to visit. And you know why? Because if you stripped him from those things, you're taking away so many other things, right? So if you're taking the chain, that's silly. But let's say strip him from the title, strip him from the job, strip him from the money. You're stripping the ambition, the success, the hard nights, the low night, I'm attracted, you said this earlier, I'm attracted to a man with motion. And it's not saying I'm a gold digger or I'm attracted to men with money. I love a man who gets up, has an agenda, has a list, crossing things off. And you know what? I know the reward from that. The reward is the life you get to live, however you want to live it. You worked so hard in football, right? You did your workouts, you showed up, you did your thing. You became legendary in your field. That's called motion. If you strip them from the hard work, or let's say strip them from the last name, just Cam, if people just heard Cam without the Newton, strip them from the last name, strip them from the football, you're taking away your ambitions, your motivation, your hard work, the days you cried, the days you put in, crossed off your list. You can't do that. That's not a game you can really play. It's not fair, because what you're essentially saying is, I'm attracted to the chain. With or without the chain, this man worked his ass off. That's sexy, right? So yeah, sometimes we do date, some questionable men, but motion is very attractive. It's there's nothing sexier than like a man that has motion. Like, I'm picking motion over beauty any day. Like, I'm not attracted to men that are like, you look at them and you're like, oh, he models. That kind of, it's not my vibe. I wouldn't date like a supermodel. You take longer to get ready than me, or you're like in the mirror doing too much. I'm not really into that, right? I was still raised in the hood. But like...
In Colorado?
There's a hood in Colorado.
For real?
Yeah. There's Bloods, there's Crips. They're doing the whole thing.
No way.
They're doing the whole thing.
I ain't no disrespect.
No. It wasn't my gang.
It's too cold to be out there.
It's cold, but that's how you know it's real.
It's too much wildlife out there. You got them buffaloes out there.
Insane.
They're just like, yo, y'all banging on buffaloes?
But the point is, you can't really play that game. I never understood that question. Like, if he didn't have all that money, she wouldn't be with him. But you're taking away the motion. You're taking away the hard work, the ambition, the achievements. And I don't think that's fair.
Okay, so now let's flip it.
Okay.
But she got them thighs, she got the titties, and she got the blah blah, and then ain't she fine?
But then y'all end up having a baby by a woman you hate.
How you just gonna judge that whole situation? Because it's still that if you strip that away, you take away what drew me in from the first. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate too.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a fair game. But the problem with that is men think below the waist, and that's a consequence you have to pay. You think below the waist. You think like, damn, I want to hit. But then you hit and you got her pregnant, and now she has your kid and she's moo-hoo, ha-ha-ha.
That's not always the case.
I mean...
That's some cases, not...
It's a lot more than not, though. It's a lot more than not. A lot of men have a baby by a woman they hate. A lot of women use their child as bait. A lot of women get knocked up just to get financially straight. That was a poem.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I'm not saying that always happens. There's never a one size fits all. But what I am saying is, I'm not looking at a man like, ooh, he's super fine, I want to hit. That's never crossed my mind. He's broke. I don't want nothing from him. You work at Subway right now, and that's cool. I'm grateful that you have a job, youngster, but I'm on a different level.
Youngster?
Yeah, I'm on a different level, right? I've done my work. I've put the time in, and honestly, my mindset is I would never work at Subway. No disrespect to Subway. I would never work fast food, right? I'm not saying I didn't. When I was 16, I worked, or when I was 13, I worked at, I don't know, I was an age, and it was young. And I worked at Wendy's for a week. And I was like, I'm going home smelling like chicken nuggets. That's not hot. So you know what I did? I was like, how are the people making the money, right? It was YouTube at the time. So I'm trying to do the YouTube. I'm always gonna put myself in an entrepreneurial state of mind. So it's not compatible for me to date a man that's at Subway. Well, what if he's just trying his best? Okay, your best is not even on my list of best or worst. If that's your best and that's not even my worst, we're not compatible.
I got a question.
Okay.
What's more important to you? Mm-hmm. A job title or income?
I don't care about your job title. I don't care about are you providing?
Okay.
Yeah, you could be the CEO and making $1,000 a month.
Now pause. If he had a job at fast food, just hear me out.
This is a corner of the universe I don't want to visit.
No, but we have to go there.
Let's do it.
Because if you're talking about, you don't care about a title, you care about income, if he has motion, there's people working in fast food that you may see that has a large, or that may have a large income.
You're not serving me a Subway sandwich and you have a large income.
Okay, let me put it in this way. And I'm trying to educate you on this.
Please, no, I'm welcome.
I was really interested into becoming a franchise owner.
That's fire.
One of the requirements of the franchise was you had to have had real hours. No matter who you are, no matter what you are, you had to have had real hours so you can know the day-to-day and what the expectation is for that franchise. What really intrigued me about this opportunity was a man by the name of Junior Bridgman. He also ended up becoming one of the CEOs of Ebony Magazine, and rest in peace to him and his family. But the reality was, everybody looks at basketball players as the North Star being Michael Jordan. Well, if you really look at career earnings, Junior Bridgman is probably a close second, if not first, with career earnings, because he owned franchises like McDonald's, I don't want to misquote, Wendy's, TGI Friday. Doesn't matter what it is, but in order for him to have the multitude of, a lot of business in his portfolio, he had to get the hours. What I guess I'm trying to say is, don't judge a book by its cover, especially when you said income is important. Now, just because that man is making you a Subway sandwich, you may not know, or it may not be important for him to let you know that, baby, I'm the owner of this, and I got 3 or 4 more other ones. But you see Subway, manager, and oftentimes, this is not a woman thing. This is a human thing, because there's men that's out there that says, hold on, it can't be. If what you're identifying as something that you like, which is income, we all like motion, rather than a title, because you can't be a CEO, a business owner, and it's a failing business. And you're that individual that is providing provision for not just you, but your family. Just have a more open mind to that.
I receive that, but it's a cute analogy. It's just not common for the person. It's once in a lifetime, limited edition for a man to be, a young man especially, right? To be serving me a Subway sandwich and he owns 3 of them. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying that's a limited edition situation. I'm talking about right now, if I go pull up to Wendy's, the dude that, hey, what's up? Can I take your order? Damn, can I get your number, shawty? No, you can't. Lock in, brother. You know what I'm saying? Lock in. You don't need to be getting anybody's number right now. Your whistle should not be wet. Keep it dry, keep it cute, and lock in on your money. Stack your paper. Put yourself in a better position to dress better. Iron your clothes. I can tell about how serious you take yourself by how you iron your clothes. Regardless of how funky you like to dress, you still are presentable. You can tell you're put together. So uniqueness doesn't make you, they think I'm broke because I'm unique. Nobody ever thought that about you, right? You're still put together.
Who said broke?
No, I'm saying, on a scale of Wendy's to Cam Newton, nobody ever put you over there. That's what I'm saying.
You called me a lot of things.
No.
Baby.
No.
Clenching my purse.
He didn't even hear nothing else other than broke.
Oh, for sure.
You skipped everything. No, I'm saying on a scale of Wendy's to Cam Newton, you can tell you're put together.
Yeah.
So those young men need to learn the importance of ironing their clothes, presentation, stacking their money before you shouldn't really be having too much sex if you're money's not together. Get your pockets straight. And it's not because you need money to bag a woman. It's because you need confidence. And broke men are not confident.
Okay, let's stop right there.
Okay.
What I want to, let's go into this discussion too. Can we also hold women to that same standard?
100%.
Okay, because just because your car clean, just because you got an apartment, just because, you look presentable, you can still not be
100%.
who you think you are.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, this is not my question, this is not the target for women, it's more of humans. You speak heavily on manifestation, right? But let's have a conversation about realistic versus manifestation.
Okay.
Right?
I want to see what your parameters are on that.
My parameters is, I'm gonna only speak for a man.
Please.
Oh, bruh, she ain't fine. Or, man, look how she look. Nah, that ain't my type. But then I'm like, I'm the friend that's like, but look at you though.
Good.
You see what I'm saying? Like, look at what she see. Oh, man, bro, I know that ain't what I meant. bro, look at what you're presenting to the universe before you ask the universe for something.
Hello.
So that's a merit that I kind of also keep with comments.
That's an island I stand on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you on that.
oftentimes women think beauty is enough.
No, I speak against that a lot. In the book, that's what the book's about.
All right.
Stop asking for this amazing, phenomenal, successful man, young lady, when you don't even know your goals or your purpose in life. You're trying to manifest this, I'm gonna get a billionaire, I need the Lambo truck, I need the RE.
The Cullinan.
Yeah.
Cause that
that
them
melt.
them toes on that rug, kick them heels off, baby. Grip them with the bunions.
That's a vibe though. That's a vibe. Not the bunion part, but that's a vibe. The thing is, you can't manifest a successful, wonderful man when you're not even, you don't know who you are. You don't know what you like. You don't know who you are as an individual. You've never spent time by yourself. You've never lived alone. You never had to nourish who you are as an plant and seed and water yourself, right? So I think that's a big thing. That's what the whole book is really about. People think that Jim over him is, you don't need a man for nothing. That is not an island I live on at all. That is not even a phrase that I receive ever. I think that men are very important and they are needed in a woman's life. I think it's important that you don't try to grab something that you're not ready for, because you get in that position and you don't even know how to sit in that seat. So I agree with you 100%. I think a woman has to be just as tailored and as ready and available emotionally and have to do the work. Talk to yourself, write some shit down, like figure out who you are and figure out what you are as an individual. What's your purpose in life? These women sometimes don't even ask themselves these questions. What is your purpose?
Men don't either.
Men don't either. It's never a man versus woman thing. When I talk, people are like, why do you never talk about women? Why do you never talk about men? I talk about both because it's a one size fits, it's not one size fits all, but this is a scenario we can all apply to ourselves. How am I benefiting by being with somebody, but also how are they benefiting by being with me? It's not just a you take and take and take. How can you give? How can you nourish? How can you be somebody's comfort zone as well as them be yours? So I definitely think that's important.
So in that, I think we need to be very stern on understanding realistic versus expectations.
Okay.
Right? I think I want to throw this statistic out and speak on only about 1 in 1,000 and 1,600 men in the U.S. are 6'6" or taller. And earn, that same individual, over $100,000 in a year. And that's not even counting whether they're emotionally or financially stable, which isn't officially tracked or trackable. According to Mass Initiative, only 0.37% of men are taller than 6'6". And according to Invest Guiding, about 17% of the men make six figures.
0 point.
No, 0.36.
XXX. Okay.
So realistic versus real. And I'm not trying to nuke you, homeboy, about your manifestation.
Right.
And I'm definitely not trying to nuke you, homegirl, about your manifestation.
Right.
But when you talking about who you trying or who God bringing into your life, and cool,
Right.
it's slim pickings out here. And I just want people to just understand that.
Yeah, I agree. I know what I want, and I know I'm gonna get what I want, but everybody else, I think it's important that you have to be a little bit realistic. I'm not saying whatever. What I'm trying to say is, I like short kings. I've dated a short man. I've dated a short man for 6 years. 6 years.
Short being, he was shorter than you?
He was
eye level?
a little shorter than me in heels.
Okay.
Without heels on, he was whatever. But is that really a defining factor for a woman? Like, oh, he's short, but this man takes care of you. He provides, he protects, he loves you. He asks and cares about your family, and he wants to know how you feel. And you're zeroing him out because he's not 6'6"? Is that a thing? I don't know even.
But I'm gonna flip it too, because I want to hold my kings accountable to this too, because there's oftentimes men that will overlook a good woman that may not be aesthetically pleasing, that you're going off of your Victor scale of like, she may not have the buttocks, she may not have the tatas, she may not have that you may like when you're out, but she a good girl, bro. She is gonna be the one that's gonna be generous, patient, a person that can't unlock your vulnerability, a person that also is patient with you, and also want you to be able to build, right? There's so much that people overlook searching for something that's right up under their nose.
Yeah, I feel I'm a victim of that. I do. I truly believe I'm a victim of that. I feel like,
why do you say that?
Well, because I mean, I'm a good woman. I'm a very good woman, and I'm patient, I'm kind, I'm giving, I have all these wonderful things about me, but it's still like a sexier girl, or like it's always that. It's never like or she's more fun, or she's willing to go. Like, I heard a song today, actually. It was just the lyric that I caught, but it was women that stay in the house are getting cheated on, or something in the range of that. And I was like, damn, that's true. Like, I stay in the house and I get cheated on. Like, but if you're not the fun girl, it's always something. It's never enough. So I feel like I've been a victim of that, but I've also made myself in reverse. I've made myself available for men who I probably shouldn't have made myself available for.
I'm curious to know this. When did you realize that your presence, how you walk, speak, and post had an influence beyond just fitness?
16. 16, when I booked that video, B&M. It just is what it is. When I realized, that's when I realized 30-year-olds were hating on me. I'm 16. I'm a kid.
Yeah, but you're playing in an adult playground.
No, for sure. But I didn't know that. I didn't know what I was playing in. I walked in blind. I didn't know what I was signing up for. The way that Chris even came up to me and greeted me, he probably won't remember this. It's on video. It was when hoverboards came out. It was a long time ago. It was a decade ago. But he hovered up to me on a hoverboard, wiped his hands, and he's like, "It's so good to meet you." And then hovered away. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm nothing. I'm nobody in my head at this time. This was my little mind. I'm nothing. I'm no one. Why do you care? So I realized all that stuff played a part. It's like sometimes you might not make a connection for what's going on, but you realize early on that, damn, you gotta look good. You gotta smell good. Your feet gotta be done. I'm hearing, I have brothers, so they're like, that bitch's feet are disgusting. I'm like, oh shit, let me go.
Yeah.
Let me get my toes done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing these things. I'm hearing the way men are just bashing. My brothers was bashing women. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying awful, but it's just young, funny.
It's just wearable things that you say, oh, this what y'all judging?
Right. I'm doing okay. And then as a Virgo, I'm gonna say it a million times. I'm sorry, put a Virgo counter on the screen, but as a Virgo, I'm listening because physical appearance is really big to us.
Yeah.
Like, and we realize that people are receptive to it. And in order to play the game, you really gotta, what's everybody paying attention to? All right, you want me to look good? All right, I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna read the books in the dark. I'm gonna get the degrees in the dark. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Nobody really knew I was in school. My ex actually told me, he was like, you're not finna graduate. You really not, you never finna shower in a shower this big again. And he said all these crazy things, I swear to God. But in the dark, I'm still going to school. I told him I dropped out. I got back in school when I realized, oh, this relationship's over. I enrolled on the low. Like, let me just get back in school real quick, because I can tell this is finna be dead. This is finna die. I knew it was finna die before y'all knew it was finna die. So I'm like, okay, let me do this real quick. So I got back in school. I jumped right back in. I was a semester behind. My best friend, Ronaldo, graduated before me. We took all the same classes together. But I jumped right back in. And now I graduated the same day with not 1, but 2 degrees, high honors, and I'm building. Yeah. I'm building. So it's like, to answer your question, from the very beginning.
Have you always been outspoken?
Yeah.
Did your experiences elevate your volume as you lived, or it's always been this same way?
It's like you're talking, but you're like, there's no depth. Right? But as you get older, you're talking less and there's more depth. So as I'm gaining knowledge, I really do have less to say. I have less to defend. I have less to, but before,
I got you. So you were eating more food,
Yes.
but was calorie deficient.
I love it.
Now you got food.
Protein.
That got that protein.
Protein. It's protein. Protein.
But it's
creatine.
all, the food always,
It's all-
you
it's
went
all-
from flank steak to USDA prime steak. Stay with me now.
I like that.
Not to, like, listen, when I was, and I'm vegetarian now, but you know, that pork chop at Waffle House, I need that waffle. I need to be an ambassador. That steak and eggs, like when I was in high school, like that was a definite go-to. But let's get into it. Let's talk. You mentioned your ex. A lot of people who've seen this interview or sees this interview, they want to know. And I don't know if that's who you were just referring to, where he was like, yo, I seen it ending way before, but how did that relationship, Ross is who I'm referring to, kind of come about? And yeah, just put us on.
So in depth, I've spoken about my relationships in Fortune Favors the Bold, which is my new album that just came out. Fortune Favors the Bold is very detailed and very descriptive of who I am, what I dealt with, and what I endured, and how I came up out of that. So if you really want the scope, I'd listen to 1 through 10. But to answer your question specifically, how did that come about? I posted a paddle video, which is what we were kind of discussing earlier. I have a product. It's called With Therapy, You Grind Your Abs. And you kind of just, you can carve out your abs by doing lymphatic drainage, right? So I posted this video. This was when I was in top tier, the best shape of my life. And I'm like, yo, these abs are killer, do, 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 do. And he commented on the video and was just kind of like, do it to mine. And that was funny as shit to me, because...
Yeah, it's extremely funny.
You want me to do what? Who? So
yeah, because it's like...
It made me...
Was it a joke or was he serious?
He was joking,
Yeah,
but...
obviously.
right?
Yeah.
But for the people that don't know, he was joking. But he...
But it got your attention.
It got my attention,
Okay.
and it genuinely made me laugh, because my favorite album to this day is Rather You Than Me. That album, why didn't y'all give him a Grammy for that album? That album, does that triple platinum diamond in my head. I can rap it word from word, front to back.
Did he know this?
No, not a clue. Not 'cause I didn't post it. Rather You Than Me was I have a membership at the car wash. I pull up to the car wash, always push play on Rather You Than Me. I'm like that grandpa that only listens to that one song in the car.
Yeah.
Only Rather You Than Me on car wash days. Loud, vacuum. Trap, trap, trap. Okay, so that was my album, and he had no idea, no clue. I had a tweet to prove it. There was a tweet that my mom actually showed me that I tweeted 10 years before I met him, where I was like, Rick Ross, XYZ. It was on Christmas that I tweeted it, and we ended up spending that Christmas that year together. So it was really be careful with your manifestations, because you're always gonna get what you want, even if it comes around in 10 years. So clean up what you say you want and what you say you don't. You might, yeah.
You don't think that you manifested that for something that you wanted?
I manifested that as something that I wanted, but it was clear that I did that almost 10 years. It was like 2014 that I manifested that. And we had gotten a relationship in 2024. So it was almost 10 years to the date that we got together, and I tweeted that on Christmas.
Yeah.
Something, I forgot specifically what the tweet was, but it was something, Rick Ross, fire emojis.
Yeah.
And I tweeted that on Christmas, and my mom screenshotted like, can you believe this just popped up on my timeline? And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And we ended up spending that Christmas together. But prior to that, a year before that, I did a podcast, and somebody asked me, well, okay, they're being funny because I'm a fitness guru. They're like, would you date do? And I was like, fuck yes, he's a boss. And so I was just accidentally manifesting him up, conjuring the energy up, and he popped up.
What did that relationship teach you?
It taught me to be quiet.
No. Explain.
Everything doesn't need a response. And I didn't know that. I'm playing in a new field. Everything doesn't need a response, and everyone doesn't need to know how I'm feeling. I'm a woman that likes to speak about what I feel. I'm a woman that's very confident that I'm allowed to use my words. But as the 2 years have proceeded, it's been 2 years, I've learned I don't need to say something about everything.
Did you really take that relationship serious?
Oh, I was in love.
What?
Yeah. I was in love. He was working out with me.
Okay.
So.
Did you think that you will fall into or go into the sunset, live happily ever after with him?
No.
But you were in love.
Yeah.
Explain that.
You don't have to be, I'm not delusional. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's delusional. She thinks she's the last one standing. No, babe. I'm on a jet. I'm on a jet. This is my manifest. This is on my vision board. I have the vision boards. If y'all want the screenshots, insert now. I was on a jet with a man that made me laugh. That was hot. That was fly. I don't care. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't fly. That was fly. He had me on a jet every day, almost every day of this. We were together 9 months. We lived together 6 months. We was sticking and moving.
Yeah.
He was laughing. I was laughing. Laughter is the something of joy. What's the word? What's it? Something.
It's the glue.
It's the glue of joy. I love that. Laughter is the glue of joy.
Yeah.
And I was laughing. You want to meet someone funny? Go interview that man.
I've been trying.
Yeah, I might figure it out, but yeah, no, laughter.
But while y'all was tickling each other and
Like, wait, real quick,
snickering.
have you ever woke up out of your sleep cracking up? Like, I'm talking joke in your ear. Have you ever done that before? That sets the day. That sets the premise of the day to be just joyous.
Do you know who I sleep with?
No.
She's a comedian.
Is she? Are you joking?
No.
Okay.
She's a comedian.
Just a whisper of that laughter that's what's gonna heal our earth. Laughter, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Talk about it later, but.
Through that time, laughter couldn't keep y'all together. So what was something that you was realizing like, yo, this may not be the situation for me?
I think that a boss like that needs someone to sit down. Sit down. Go be in his life and sit down. Sit down. Have a great life. Be on the jet. Laugh. Sit down. Don't do too much.
What do you mean, don't do too much?
Don't do too much. I'm doing too much. I'm here. I'm in this city. I'm getting hosting. I'm getting booking. I'm writing a book. I have an app. I'm working out. I'm working out with celebrity men. I'm doing all these cool things. You're doing too much. You're getting too much attention, right? And these are not his words. This is not something he insinuated on me. This is an observation I made as being in the seat.
Yes.
Sit down, Christina. Like, you're doing too much. I'm trying to record a song. Stop. We're not recording right now. What? Nigga, yes, I am. And I'm that kind of girl. I don't need a man to, that's what we were talking about earlier, to full circle. I don't need a man to come in my life and you're not my daddy. You're not my father. I'm not a child.
But there's a lot of contradiction that's coming with what you're saying now.
How?
Because you started this conversation early on with saying a man being an alpha makes you feel confident in hushing.
An alpha man doesn't mute your success.
Knowing what you know now, would you date him again?
Yes. Would I marry him? No.
Knowing what you know now, would you date him again? Not for the second time. I'm saying for the first time. Would you?
Yeah. For the first time?
No.
Oh, buckle up, baby. Yes.
Why?
It was fun.
Okay.
That was joy. It wasn't a day I didn't laugh. He cured my little pimples because I was just laughing all the time.
Yeah.
I was full of serotonin. I was full of the chemical in your brain that is happy.
Yeah.
I was absolutely happy. I didn't experience too many down days. It's just sitting there, you're thinking like, hey, I've been having fun for 6 months now. I need to get back to my routine. I'm waking up 5 a.m. You know my routine. 5 a.m., I'm in the gym. I'm doing that. I'm shipping orders. I'm doing these things. I need to get back to me. I need to spend some time with me.
Yeah.
But when you're dating a man that successful, he kind of needs you to just be about him.
Which is true.
Which is true. And it's okay. I think that's beautiful. I think you've earned the right to do that.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of money, you get to dictate your environment.
But being in a relationship where you have acknowledged that you were in love, you don't think a conversation needed to be happen to say, babe, like, whatever you guys' verbiage was, like, hey, this is who I am. I've catered and I'm willing to cater to you, but I need to be moving and grooving in my own sense too, because this is what makes me happy.
I think that was said lightly, and from that point, he posted Mackey Body every single day. Every day that he would post his brand, he would post Mackey Body. And I thought that was fly, but that's not enough for me though. Like, I'm thinking, I want to park my jet next to your jet. And it's not because you bought the jet, it's because I bought the jet. It's because I did the movies. Since breaking up with him, since like living on my own in Miami, thank you God for bringing me to him. Like I would have never lived in Miami.
Yeah.
Thank you God. But since then, I've wrote an entire book. Vincent Herbert is on my team. Jasmine Rose is my manager. Like, since then, I'm a woman that has goals and a destiny and a journey, and I have a $1 billion business idea. I have a $1 million plan for this year. Like, we are en route to doing what we set out to do, right? And I think that couldn't have been possible by me just like laying up with you and supporting you and at your show. I need you at my show too. I want that though. I want to be a man's support system in his love, but I also need to know, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Christina's locked in. She's locked in, so I'm not gonna, I'm gonna go do my own thing. And that's really a time for you to go do your dirt, because those type of men are dirty, like in a sense of who they're dealing with, not dirty as in filth, dirty in a sense of you're sneaky. You're sneaky, and when you have a lot of money, you believe that you can.
Is it dirty, or is that's just their lifestyle?
When you have a lot of money, you believe that you can have anything you want. You don't really take into consideration how you're hurting or how you're helping or how you're not helping or how you're damaging someone else. You don't take into consideration that, yeah, I'm having fun and this is fun for me because I have money, but I'm really causing this person pain, right? And I won't say that's necessarily my story because I don't resonate with that, not in that scenario. But what I will say is, I wrote a whole album about it. It's available now. Fortune favors the bold. And that phrase came from us being in Dubai and looking up, and the mirror was stained and it said fortune favors the bold, and we have a picture in front of it, and we looked up and he was like, fortune favors the bold. He's like, you're bold. And that forever to me is funny. So it's like, I am bold, and I need you to know that I'm bold, and I'm gonna forever, and that album is about multiple people, if I'm being honest with you. It's not about one person.
But I would say this too, and I think going back to realistic versus manifestation, the realism that comes from that manifestation, I don't think people are really aware what comes with that. I know him to a degree, but to be able to, say like, yo, we chop it up I respect him, obviously as the businessman and the artist that he is, just like so many other people. But what I will say is, you manifested something that he probably couldn't offer you, right? As I was talking about some of the statistics that a lot of women and men may justify as this is the creme de la creme, or this is who I want, tall, handsome, 6-figure plus, but emotionally available is one of the things that they may not have.
He was tall, handsome, 6-figure plus, and emotionally available, but it wasn't just for me. That's not something I'm willing to know.
You talking about intimately, or are you talking about just, when you mean into me, are you referring to his personal situation or his professional situation?
Wasn't just for me, meaning that was my manifestation while it was somebody else's, right? And you're moving forward in that light, right? It's not my responsibility to clear up anything, but what I will say is what I want is clarity. And if I start to get, God is not the author of confusion. So if you start to confuse me, I don't believe this is godly anymore. I believe this isn't of God anymore. If you can't, even in our times of stiffness or tension, because every relationship has it, I should still have clarity and confidence. I can be frustrated with you. I can be angry at you. I could be disappointed in you, but I'm still clear. The minute that I lose clarity, I'm no longer interested in you anymore. So whatever you want to do is fine. I believe if you really know how to be a player, because that's really what it is, call it what it is. If you really want to be a player, let me ask you a question before I say that. If you really want to be a player, know how to do it without me ever knowing. That's fly. How could I be mad?
Do you, but why do I know you're doing you? And why does everybody else know you're doing you and who? I shouldn't know that. So I wanted to ask you, do you believe that because a man has money, that he is allowed to have as many women as he wants? But if I'm the sole provider, I'm allowed to essentially play with women? Because that's what it is. You're telling this woman one thing, you're telling this woman one thing. Do you believe that that's okay?
I believe a person should not be delusional of the real request that they're asking for.
That's not a clear answer for me.
That is a clear answer. You're dating a rapper. He raps about money, cars, clothes. So for you to think that a person who was already or previously successful, for you to come into his life and all that, and the latter part of what we just mentioned will halt, is delusion.
I didn't think that.
I don't think that a person having a lot should warrant him to be held to a standard because you knew what you was getting yourself into. That's what I believe.
Okay.
All right. That's the clearest way that I could.
To be very clear, I never thought that. I know exactly who Rick Ross is.
Okay.
I was told something. Everything you heard me comment on, to be very clear, I always ran everything by my man first. I never made a decision without running it by my man first. That is just who I am. Every single thing you heard me say or I was told, only then did I make a fuss or a statement about it. Only then. Only after we deliberated did I then move forward in a statement. Babe, so-and-so do. Well, that's not true. I ain't never dated her. Oh. Okay, well then what? This is silly. I'm sorry for disturbing you. Boop. I'm not worried about that because he never dated her. Now that's my statement. I'm not worried about that because, I know you don't have to make statements. My page is as a woman, if you guys didn't know me before him, I was on my page doing 9 million, 8 million, 4 million, 1 million, 400K views in me expressing myself. It doesn't change because somebody comes in my life. I am who I am. Yeah. I like to talk.
But what I will say this, and what Funky Friday has taught me too, is just because you're talking, because you have a platform, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's right.
100%.
So that 8 million clip or 9 million viewed clip, it probably is because it's making people, it's moving an emotion in a person to say, she's stupid, she delusional. Oh, girl, go get your money. Girl, go, you know what I'm saying, live on that jet.
No, regardless of what they thought, it stirred an emotion.
Extracting impressions.
Right, and that is valuable. And that was my money. Yeah. So my money wasn't gonna stop because I started dating so-and-so. But they think that I started talking at the moment I started dating this person.
Which wasn't true.
Which is crazy, right? So anyways, to answer the question, I never thought that person was that thing, or she thinks she's the only one. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
What
was the disrespectful part about that you didn't appreciate?
In a situation with anyone. Okay. It's not him. Take him out. Yeah. In a situation with everyone I've dated, the minute that I start knowing how you're moving, you're not like, hey, clarity, right? And one of the songs I said, if you would have called, I would have been with it. You didn't call me. You didn't talk to me. Hey, I'm not gonna be home for 6 hours. I'm on a flight tonight. I'm not coming home tonight. The minute that you can't give me a little bit, I'm wondering, and then the next day you tell me, you've already stirred up, pissed off. The highest level of pissivity just happened because you just didn't give me clarity. That's the lack of the masculinity. A masculine man knows how to keep his woman calm. Because if you would have just given me peace of mind by offering me a courtesy call, it would have never been a problem. And this is not pertaining to a certain situation, to be very clear. Yeah. This is all men.
But I really want to be, clear about this. It's like, even though you use the word clarity, that's not a clarity type of.
That's clear enough for me. I got things to do.
It's like, it's one of them nights, or, sometimes as men, and I've had conversations with men, and, speaking amongst the bros, it's not even that you lie. It's not even the fact that you cheat. It's just that you don't want to disrupt the peace. You see what I'm saying?
Well, by being silent, you're disrupting the peace.
Okay, cool. That's fair.
Silence is disrupting the peace.
That's facts.
Silence is way too loud for me.
I want to ask you this because this is something that you previously said, and speaking about your past relationships that you are a pick-me. Do you still feel that way?
I do. I feel like I want to be chose. And I feel like the internet likes to spin things and turn things up. There was a whole lot of context behind that.
Okay.
A whole lot.
Can you please, for the viewers,
Yeah.
how do you identify a pick-me?
The way they identify a pick-me is a girl that's doing things just to be seen by a man. That is not how I move. But when I see a man that I want and that I know wants me, I'm doing everything to make sure you're seeing who I genuinely am. You're seeing the beautiful traits of me. I'm putting these things on display. I'm letting you know I could do this, I could do that. How can I help? How can I come in your life today and be your assistant, essentially? I like to do things like that. I'm a OCD. I came into a relationship, we'll say, and I organized the entire house from top to bottom. Closets, everything. How can I come into your life and be something? And that, to me, that's pick-me energy. Like a lot of women will, or a lot of these psychologists and doctors will tell you, don't do too much before you get the ring. I don't believe in that. I believe like I want to drive the car myself. I want to drive the car. I want to see how it works off road. I want to see all the flaws before I make a decision in marrying somebody. You can't do that if you're putting your guard. I'm not cooking for him until he's my husband. That's goofy. I'm gonna cook for you, and that's a whole running joke because of the cooking thing. But I can cook. I can cook.
I'm talking about like, can you cook pancakes, not protein pancakes? Can you cook?
That's cute. I can cook both. It's one ingredient less.
It's given.
That's cute.
It's given celery pops.
Okay. And you'd eat them vegan.
That's cool. Okay. And I will. Just give me some ranch.
You know, it's funny. That's an honorable mention though. Like it's funny in the things that I cook, I'm a health guru. Right?
For sure.
So it's important that I'm cooking for somebody that wants to eat healthy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for me to be cooking pork chops and hamburger helper. I don't even know what the fuck that is. What? I can't cook a pork chop? I can't cook a pork chop? I need y'all to know I can't cook a pork chop.
Are you like for real? You cannot cook a pork chop?
I don't want pork in my house. Why would I be able to cook a pork chop?
A steak. Can you cook a steak?
I could cook a steak, but you don't gotta cook it. That's 2 minutes. It takes 3 minutes to cook a good steak. You leave it out. You want me to tell you how? Leave it out. Let the meat get room temp. Put a little butter on the thing. Season the steak. Rinse your meat. Why would you think I didn't rinse my meat? Rinse your meat. Put it on the skillet. Flip it. Cut it open. Eat it. Put a little A1 sauce. I can cook a goddamn steak. You talking about throwing down?
That's the biggest red flag right there. Because anybody who knows, A1 sauce and 57 sauce is not really used in a good steak.
That's Colorado versus whatever.
Just on that, just to really bring completion to, you know, your dating life, right? Could you share your partner?
Not knowingly.
What do you mean?
Not knowingly. Like I'm not down to like be your sister wife. Like, you know, it's not me, you, and her.
Do you see how contradicting that is, though?
No, I don't.
I'm just calling truth to.
I want that. I'm not offended. I'm not. Please go.
Bet. Because when you were talking about, you know, your previous relationship, you were saying you just don't want to find out.
I don't want to know.
Okay, but
tighten up.
How can you say you don't want to know, but you don't want that person to not tell you?
How are you fantasizing about coloring with a color you don't know about?
But the person you are manifesting knows all the colors in the crayon box.
No.
And the other fusion colors.
No. What I'm saying is, I can't stress about a bill I don't have.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you want me to fake stress about an electric bill when I don't have that? You want me, this electric bill is $7,000. I don't have that. Why would I stress about, I need this to pay this electric bill? So if I don't, to put it in context for the people that I might have lost, I'm not like, oh, he's cheating on me. I don't know that he's cheating on me. I'm happy, I'm fulfilled. He's consistent, he's thorough, he checks on my needs. He's pleasing me, I'm satisfied. I don't know that you're cheating.
Yes,
I'm not going to dig for dirt if I don't want to get dirty.
You are manifesting a person that's not going to tell you
No,
that.
I'm not.
Because if you don't want to know,
yeah,
he's not going to tell you.
good.
Right?
Where's he at? Tag him. Where is he?
I'm pretty sure them comments going to be flooded.
Tag
Listen,
him.
babe, you don't want to know? But basically what I was saying as far as the relationship, and I'm letting you into bro talk, right?
Okay.
When you talk to men, right, and I don't speak for a lot of men, I just speak for the men that I've had conversations with,
Okay.
right? Women oftentimes get mad about not knowing when in reality they don't really want to know.
Okay.
So when you say you don't want to know,
Yeah.
that's not to say it's not happening. So it's happening, you just don't want to know, so you get mad at when you find out and it's not by him telling you this is what you wanted.
Understood.
So how can you get mad at that individual?
Understood.
Now, I could see if you gave the open light to say like, no, babe, like, let's talk about it. Like, if you need to know, I need to know how to act accordingly. You know, if you're going on your little rendezvous, you know what I'm saying, just let your main boo know. However, I'm speaking in ways that we as men, we talk.
No, sir. Contradictory has nothing to do with a lack of knowledge. That means you're aware. If I don't know something, I'm not mad about it. So if you need to feed your male urges, I don't want to sit and talk to you about it. I'm losing interest. You're losing me when you want to sit and talk to me about, listen, this is what's going on. I don't want you to tell me what's going on. I want to feel safe and secure. And if I feel safe and secure, I'm not worried about what you're doing outside of me. I saw a video of a woman saying that she wants the passcodes to a man's phone. Because if you want access to my body, I want the access to your passcodes in your phone. I don't feel that way. I respect everybody's opinion, and I understood her point. If you want this full ride all the time, at any limit, you telling me I can't have access to your $500 phone, I understood her point exactly. I'm good. I have submerged myself in enough things throughout the day to have the desire to want to go through your phone. If I start feeling that, I'm unsettled, and I need to start asking questions about why I'm unsettled, or you're moving finicky. I'm hoping that I can manifest a man that is not going to move weird, that is going to be respectful and say, hey, I'm out of town for these few days. I'm going to be with the boys. I'm going to do this. I know what that means, but at least, I'm not saying always. I'm not saying always because that's not fair to the males who are just really out of town with the boys or really just need some alone time. Because women always act like if it's not me, it's somebody else. No, sometimes it's nobody. It's me and God. It's me in a quiet room. And I respect that. I do believe that men have quiet and downtime. Just being fair, there are a lot of men that are sneaky, but there's a way to be sneaky. There's really a way to do it, and I never know. I never know. So contradictory, you use that word, I rebuke that because I'm not contradicting myself. Contradicting yourself means you know this is true, but you're still saying this, but you're doing this. No, I don't know that he's cheating. I'm not mad at him about something I don't know. Clean up your shit.
We are just going to respectfully agree to disagree.
Okay.
You know you got something special when you have multiple conversations going on at the same time on many different platforms. We could be having a text conversation, still DMing each other, and then I snap her something, and it's just like, what are we doing? I'm talking to the same person in three different,
ways.
4 different ways,
I
and
love
it's
that.
like, yo,
Yeah.
like, what's happening right now?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, we're petty, we're goofy, I'm turned on, I'm like, yo, like, And being able to be in that situation, there's, oh girl, he for everybody. No, babe, first off,
No, those are haters.
let's just be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Some of the people who have everything to say or certain things to say about me, I'm gonna go on your page and that one icon,
circle, no, it
I'm
tells
gonna-
you everything.
I'm gonna judge that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, baby, you never had a chance.
Yeah, yeah. I had to remind myself, anybody that was somebody came to me and was so supportive, so loving, so kind, and anybody who I was like, I wouldn't swap with you
Yeah.
for anything, respectfully, and that's not to make anybody feel small, but you don't get to talk stuff about me and then think that you're bulletproof.
Yeah,
No.
but the last thing I would say to this too, and what our conversations, intimately and privately, have taught me to do, I want to publicly apologize for what comes with those statements that I just made aware to the public, right? And I'm sorry, like I apologize, but I gotta keep it funky.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
don't want people to be like, oh, that nigga lying. Or
And you
he-
know the beauty of what
Yeah.
you just said, not to cut you off, I apologize.
No, you good.
But the beauty of what you just said is it makes it something better to idolize. I know a lot of people say don't idolize a relationship.
Yeah.
But it makes it something she should be proud of, that you guys are fighting to make it work.
Yeah.
You're loving and you're hurting and you're growing and you're stagnant and then you're growing again. And that's real.
No.
And that's what's more relatable than anything. Stop getting on the internet thinking that this person and this person is perfect and they...
Because it's not.
It's not. It's real. And the fact that you're willing to apologize just to make sure that she feels safe, I think she does have something valuable, and I think she should see that, because people do. I do see the stuff. I'm sure you see it back.
No, for sure.
We see the things, but it's like you're of value and you have somebody that you care about enough to be honest, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just not sitting on a stair where I'm ready for a man to like look at me and tell me that I'm in love with you, but I'm sleeping with Susie. Like,
but no, because that's not how it happens.
That's not how it goes.
It's a process.
Right.
Because I think a part of that process you may have to understand before you.
Yeah.
I was
this.
And
I'm growing.
was.
Yeah.
I was already known before you, during you, and hopefully I'll never be able to say.
And the thing is, you're in the spotlight.
No, for
sure. You're in the spotlight, so you're under a microscope.
And the same for her too. Yeah. Like, she had a platform.
She's in the spotlight.
And now together we've managed this oftentimes where we gotta keep certain things to ourselves.
Right.
And I don't always do that on this platform, because like I've talked with my team. Like, I'm getting stares, I'm getting looks, and I'm like, bro, hold on, don't share too much. But I'm like, nah, bro, that's what makes Funky Friday different.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody's trying to
portray certain things, and I've been almost banned a little bit. But I'm like, bro, like, are we gonna keep it real, or are we just gonna keep playing this?
That.
We're gonna keep this fantasy fakeness that, like, bro, like, you mean to tell me, bro, there's nothing that will come out about Cam that my girl don't know about.
Right.
And that's the flex that I've empowered her to let her know, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I promise you, I would not lie to you.
I rebuke that. They can't ban you. They can't. God, you are of God.
Yeah.
Your relationship is under God's vision, and they can't ban you. They can't stop anything Funky Friday is doing. They can't put a hold or stop your team at the door. What do we say? Rejection is God's protection, or redirection.
For sure.
So it's like, there's no banning me. You don't get to ban me. You don't get to socially decide that I no longer am important. That whole, what do they call that when they do that when they blackball, but there's like a new fun term for it? Cancellation, or canceling. Yeah. You don't get to do that to me.
No. I don't think that's, not to say that it's not possible, but I just want people to understand, when you come on this platform, I never portray to be perfect.
Yeah.
But I've always gave real.
Yeah.
And if that's not what you want, keep on walking by. I can't say the same thing. And I think this is also a way to verbalize it.
Yeah.
Oftentimes when you look at other people's shows, they never give their real reaction.
Yeah.
So we don't really know about that person. Mm-hmm. Now, when you really find out about that person, that's when it's like, oh my God. Like, but I'm telling you, in the best way that I know how, but also understanding, like, bro, I am extremely happy. Like, that's my partner, like, we go everywhere, we do everything as a family, and I think it was so important for her to accept everything that I came with. And there was an understanding with her, knowing, like, yo, babe, like, when you going on these spats, I feel like a piñata. I feel like you really trying me, because it may go viral. I may get 8 million, 9 billion, maybe even 20. But it's like, at what expense? So I know that I'm learning from that, but just like I would tell her, babe, I'm real. And there's somebody that may not have my platform, that may have my platform, that they not keeping it all the way funky. And I'm like, bro, nah, I don't want to be that. I want you to realize that, like, bro, let's make real popular again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not the pilot. Like, bro, man, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you can talk about me however you want to, but there's gonna be some ramifications that's gonna come with certain things. I'm still human. And I may not have always did the right thing, but I do know right from wrong. And as I'm learning on this process, I have the willingness to learn from certain situations. So with me and mine, man, I'm grateful to have her in my life, for sure.
In you saying that, I can relate to her. I know my team is not gonna want me to back cycle, but I feel comfortable in saying I can relate to her in the sense of feeling like a piñata or like a target.
Yeah. In
your other person being the like, or famous, whatever. I know she has her own thing, but I'm saying in your person being in the public eye.
I can relate to her and feeling like a piñata. So I would offer her a huge viral virtual hug, hopefully, and just tell her that, keep going, because I did feel that way. I did feel like I'm the target. You guys are not trying to understand me.
There's going to be people.
You're not. And then I love loud and proud and excited and my man, and I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can while I can. But the minute that I realize it's not for me, it's not for me. Mm-hmm. But I hats off to her for rocking with you and just building with you guys as family. That's admirable.
Yeah. Let's talk about this since we're on this image, right? You've been a muse, a mentor, and sometimes even a meme. How do you keep your narrative yours?
Keep going, keep posting, keep doing me. I have a schedule. If I open my Google Calendar right now, you would probably laugh like, yo, OCD. I have a color-coordinated schedule of what I'm posting, when I'm posting, how I'm posting it, and my posts are scheduled a week out. So next week is taken care of.
Already done.
Done. So you don't get to put a damper in, because I'm already a week ahead of you. You're posting today as your today. My today was a week ago on Instagram. So I'm a week late on Instagram. And that's maybe not something I should share, but that's just to let you know how serious I take it. So by the time you're making a meme, I had a week's worth of content already ready to go.
That's already stashed in store.
So it's gonna look like I don't care, because it didn't exist to me. Mm-hmm. I'm already posted.
What do you want the narrative to be about you?
I want the narrative about me to be the truth. I work my ass off and I deserve to be where I'm sitting. This is my seat. Mm-hmm. This ain't his seat.
Yeah.
This ain't your seat. This ain't my next seat. I get to date who I want. Yeah. I get to pick who I want. I've put myself in the position to have power and choice. This is mine. Nobody can sit here for me and speak for me. And it's not a narrative. That's my truth. Yeah. So I'm the narrative is that I'm proud of myself. And I believe that's how I'm going to move. That's it.
You've turned workouts into wealth. There's no denying that. What's something people don't understand about monetizing your body or your brand?
Well, this is the vehicle that God blessed you with to navigate the world, as I always say. And your eating habits, your weight, your face, all those things, that's your business card, right? Yeah. And different people say, oh, I like being big. You've never been fit. You've never been healthy. You don't get to say what you like if you've not experienced the whole scale. If you've never been in the best shape of your life, you're not going to know what it feels like to think and make very sound decisions quickly. And when I say quick, I mean quick. You ask me a question, I have an answer. Yeah. That's clarity. That's that's confidence. That doesn't come from eating anything. Yeah. I have to have discernment. I have to snack on things that make me feel good. I have to build wealth with a clear mind. When I go to meetings, I have to be able to make decisions for myself that are permanent, or in the moment permanent. So your body is so important, and your health is so important, and the way you look is so important. No, and for sure. I can't say, some people are like, well, women message me, it breaks my heart. I was born ugly. Go to the gym, get a 6-pack, go make a hair appointment, there's people you can meet with that have consultations to give you like, hey, your neck is this is a real thing. Your neck is this long. Your ears are this big. Your hair needs to be this way. You can go meet with people, pay them about $100, and they'll craft your look for you. They'll kind of tell you like, this will be better for you. It doesn't mean you have to follow it. Yeah. But if you're feeling like you were born ugly, did you spend 6 months in the gym and eating clean? Because you're going to start to feel sexy the healthier you are. You're going to start to see the value in your uniqueness the more healthy you are. So my number one recommendation would be to start in the gym. Start in the gym. And if you don't know what to do when you go in the gym, Mackey Body is an app. You can join it. I'm not here to overly promo. But what I am here to say is you don't need my app. Honestly, you don't. You need to just get up and put yourself in that environment, meaning go to a gym. It could be 24-hour fitness. It could be the purple gym that's $10, whatever. Go there and see other people working hard. And when you see other people working hard, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to just stand around and be on my phone. Let me just walk on a treadmill. It starts with just a decision to put yourself in this space to make the same decisions that other people are making. And as you get better, you then figure out, okay, maybe I shouldn't hold the weight like this. Maybe I should hold it like this. Maybe I should fix my posture. My back is hurting while I'm lifting. What can I do to correct that? You start to do your due diligence and figure out what's going to do better for you. So your body
is what's going to change your life. The minute you start valuing your health and you get sexy, people are gonna take you more serious. Don't come to me super sloppy, clothes wrinkled, your things off your shoulder, you look a mess, and you want me to believe that you're gonna put me in a financial position to succeed. It's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna not take you serious.
What would you say to the person who wants immediate results?
It doesn't exist. If you want immediate results, you want somebody to immediately take it from you. Because you might get immediate results. Tomorrow, you might be on the jet. But the next day, you're gonna be right back to whatever. So immediate results doesn't exist. If you wanna succeed, you need to earn it. You need to write down your goals and you need to cross them off every single day with pen and paper. When you start trusting your body, when you start doing what you say you're gonna do, you're gonna be a person that is a person of their word. Your body needs to trust you in order to manifest.
That's facts. Right before we get out of here, I want to hit you with a couple quick questions.
Sure.
Of gym do's and don'ts or gym no-nos.
Sure.
All right. Most overrated fitness trend.
Not going to the gym.
Explain.
People don't go to the gym. Go to the fucking gym. That's the overrated thing. Not going to the gym is overrated. Go to the gym, take the picture, yes. Do it.
Biggest pet peeve in the gym.
Not wiping your equipment down. That's fucking disgusting.
I'm guilty of that.
That's disgusting.
I think it's
Wipe your shit down. Don't say nothing else. Keep going.
just
Nasty work.
I just want you to know that a real one was here.
Nasty work. That's nasty
and
work.
I really got some good work in. So you might want to bypass that treadmill.
Cause I already did this one.
This
one's good.
I don't wear that one out. Like this barbell, this bench.
Don't worry about that one.
A real one. No, you want to go over there.
Yeah. Get you a new one.
Where the cute ones was over there.
That's nasty.
I just want to let y'all know, like, a real one was over here. You're really working, burning DNA.
Nasty.
Tears, sweat, blood.
Ringworm.
It's all right. That's why we pray.
All right.
How do you spot a fraud in the fitness industry?
Back acne. Back acne. Those men that are huge with back acne, put a red flag on me.
What about for the woman? Come on now. Come on.
Oh, pass.
Caught. Throw it back. Hey. I got.
She's been in the gym for, this one's a little different,
Okay.
but she's been posting that she's in the gym for 3 years and you don't see no muscle definition. Them girls irritate me. I'm like, girl, you post that you're in the gym every day and I don't see a lick of tick, tick, tock, tock, nothing. So that's a little fraud to me. You go and you just kind of, oh yeah. Like, girl, fraud.
Okay, one of the things for me too is it's a lot of tripods in the gym now.
That's deal with your own problems yourself. Tripods are hot. We're getting content. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
But hear me out.
What? Go
It's
get a
not-
non-tripod gym then. Make one.
It's not the tripod.
Don't let your generation spoil our success. Don't do that.
Okay, can you let me finish?
My bad, go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's not the tripod that affects my emotion.
Okay.
It's the 1 rep tripod. Like, you're not working.
You don't get, no, because I do that. I'll go do a full workout and I don't want to be on my phone. I'll put my phone in the locker, right? I'll do a full workout, no music.
Okay.
And then I'll rip down the video in 10 minutes by doing 1 to 2 reps here, 1 to 2 reps here, 1 to 2 reps here, just to, boom, show you the form, show you the knees over toes. Yes, I do that.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah.
Because I was the dude that was like, bro, this dude there's no DNA over there, bro.
No. He might have already did his workout or he might have his workout scheduled for another moment. Yeah.
Thank you.
So release.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Release.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No, I really need to go.
No, I get it.
All right, most influential body today. Who has the body goals today?
Christina Mackey.
Layup. All right.
Thank you.
It's given.
Thank you.
Respectfully.
I worked hard. Thank you. No, give me that.
All right. Is there a consideration of, like, a gym no? Like, there's a thought process whether you're traveling or that you consider, I look at.
Talk to me. Say it with your chest.
Don't take this out of context, but you can do whatever you want with it. Choosing the gym is like choosing the church.
Preach, Pastor.
It's like you go in and you start saying, okay, All right, I like where we at.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all got that? All right, boom. I'm gonna be a member here.
Okay.
Same as a church.
I love that.
You hear that dun 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 dun. It's like, hold on. This is a little aggressive in here.
Right.
But I like to praise and worship.
Right.
And that may get you to stay.
Amen.
They take offering too many times here.
Okay.
Marvin Sapp. No, that was a joke.
Okay.
But it's like choosing a church.
Yeah.
A gym is that. What are your gym descriptions that you say, okay, I'll consider this my home gym?
Have you ever seen Brandon Marshall's House of Athlete?
I have.
That's the gym.
Yeah.
That's the gym. That's a gym. AC, lockers, spa. Duh, you can't name something he don't have in that gym.
You will hate me in the gym.
Because you want it hot and greasy, don't you? You don't like AC in your gym, huh?
I want to
nasty.
work in extreme circumstances.
I was in nursing school, so what you have to understand is all the germs that are manifesting in that heat where people are sweating with their shirt off, laying on turf, they're bringing their dogs. You are going to get something you don't want.
I'm a dog.
All right.
I'm a dog. Here we go. One body part you never skip on training day.
Quads.
I didn't know that was coming. Cheat meal you'll never give up.
Jasmine's pasta. That girl could
Alfredo?
cook. No, it ain't Alfredo. That's high school shit.
I'm asking because
you don't
know.
It's carbone pasta at home.
Okay, say less.
Yes.
Gym playlist that.
Ooh, I like Tiana Taylor. She gets me sexy. I'm feeling her abs as I'm going. I like Cherry. That's CHXRRY. I love Leon Thomas. I like to listen to sexy R&B because it reminds me of where I'm going. Like I want to be in the video with the rain and the, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to Nook. If you, I might, but not usually. I'm listening to R&B.
I come in the club,
I'll go crazy to a workout like that. But I really like R&B because I'm in my mind, and mind-muscle connection is so important. If you're doing a muscle and you're not feeling the muscle, you're just thinking about the music, you're not really thinking about
activating that
muscle, which is very important for growth. Your mind needs to be saying grow as you're squatting. So as you're squatting, you're thinking gluteus maximus, and you should be feeling the contraction in XYZ. So I like R&B because I'm not really singing the song. I'm feeling the song, and my body's growing.
Last thing for me. Now, you have to, I would say, rank them from 1 through 3. Why do you work out? What's your obsession of working out? Is it the look that you see in the mirror? Is it the compliment that you get from others? Or is it the feeling that you feel from yourself?
Look, feeling, compliment.
Look, feeling, compliment.
I love to walk past the mirror and see me.
Oh, that's you?
Oh, that me?
Oh, that me?
Woo-wee. That's a reminder every day, like, be selective with who you give this to, because this is hot. So I feel so hot when I look past the mirror. She'll tell you all day, damn. Like, I love me. I love me some me. So there's it, okay. And then also the way that I feel, I'm getting things done. And I'm getting things done because my body is healthy and it's able to move, right? I don't have osteoporosis. And then 3, I love to hear, like a woman especially, I'll be in Trader Joe's and I'll be wearing like my little workout outfit right after, and they're like, yo, I swear to God, this always happens to me in Trader Joe's. She's like, you're a trainer? And I was like, yes, ma'am. And she's like, phew. So especially when I'm in my prime of working out, they're like, yo, the cuts are crazy. So that feels more so from women, I'm telling you. Men, I know they'll take me fat, gorgeous, they don't care.
You can't grade your own paper though.
I graded my own paper.
That's cool, but you say it, men.
I'm sorry, what?
I got another gym no.
Okay.
We got to start putting restrictions on apparel.
Oh, you're capping right now. Cap.
No.
Cap. Graduated capping ground.
No. We need to start saying, hey, baby, you can't.
It's not my problem. I'm trying to motivate you.
I understand. It's distracting me.
Are you motivated?
No. I don't need no. I'm a self-starter. I'm a push button. This ain't no. This a push, and we ready. I don't need you to walk by with them cheek grippers.
Yes. And then the one with the line in the middle.
I mean, it's just that, like, Lord.
Because when I'm working out and I'm seeing that grip, I'm getting a dip. I'm getting lower and lower.
But you can do that from the female, but to some females, it can be kind of like,
get another gym.
baby girl. All right, here we go. We're done here. Miss Mackey, appreciation. And as we always end things here at Funky Friday, when I say all together, we're all going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say one love. When I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
We're going to go. Are you coachable? Can you listen?
Is water wet?
Okay.
I know.
HR's here. We're going to go to this camera, which is my camera.
Okay.
We're going to go, it's going to look like this.
All right.
One finger, then we're going to go to your camera, one pinky, then we're going to go to that camera, which is our camera, one thumb. And when I say all together, we're going to say what?
One love.
Here we go. You ready?
Do I turn this way?
You can turn.
Okay.
Turn.
All right.
Turn like that little band exercise that me and my dog was doing yesterday. On that Snapchat that he couldn't do.
Cap.
And, you know, shout out to my girl, Shell. She definitely did it. And, you know what I'm saying? You did. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. One finger, one pinky, one thumb. All together.
One love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cristina Mackey. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. That was a phenomenal situation. Thank you. That was.